Having my breakfast, chicken cup as well. Much of this markdown part. Yeah, this is some of my games, and yeah, that's Yakuza 0 there, the Shenmue 1 and 2 that Jimmy sent me, and I got a few other games. Yeah, so I'm just playing Yakuza 0. Fun game, man. You get to do different fighting styles as well. But yeah, it's like, I guess it's like GTA, but Japanese, obviously. And it's brutal as too. Yeah, I just whipped that guy's ass. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my vlog. It's been a couple of weeks since I did my last one. Just been a bit busy with some family stuff, and I've been working on some songs, so I kind of got like a rough album drafted out now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I've just got to finish off. I'm gonna split it into 2 EPs at first, or at least work on 5 tracks, and then if I and then see how those go, and then I'll just finish the rest and release it again as an album. But yeah, that's just some future stuff. But yeah, I'll start off talking about this whole Eminem MGK feud. Kind of one of the biggest things in hip hop right now. There's some other sub feuds in the industry with, like, you know, like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, but that's not really, you know, that's not really like, there's no like rap battle kind of stuff going on like the way this MGK Eminem thing's blowing up. When Eminem dropped his Kamikaze album, I listened to a few tracks and say, oh yeah, this is alright. It's better than stuff he's been doing lately anyway. And I like that he kind of just dropped it on everyone out of nowhere. But it's definitely an improvement on his most recent releases. But yeah, when he went in on everybody in the industry, you know, a lot, especially the younger rappers and stuff, and you know, he kind of called out a few guys, but MGK responded, Machine Gun Kelly, for those of you who don't know who he is. And you know, I have a friend that's actually really into Machine Gun Kelly, and I like some of his songs, but you know, he's not like massive. He's not even as big as, I would argue, G-Eazy in terms of mainstream success. But he released this diss track that I thought, you know, had him, like, I thought, you know, which is quite silly of me, but you know, I think quite a lot of people would agree it was a really good diss track to give to someone like Eminem, who, you know, is one of the greatest of all time and currently one of the best living rappers. But then Eminem just responded just yesterday with his own diss track, and man, I gotta say, I think this feud's really good for both of the guys, because it's brought out some really, like, just awesome tracks, but also it's lit a fire under both of these guys. So I think Eminem kind of got the upper hand in the end with his rebuttal, but I don't know, I kind of like both of them for different reasons. You know, M's more for the fact that it's Eminem and he's kind of like, he's back on his, like, back in form again, you know, with his diss track. But then Machine Gun Kelly, you know, like, his one was really surprisingly good, plus, you know, the video and everything. You know, they both did really good jobs, so pretty impressed either way. I don't think there's any real loser. I think MGK might come out a bit of the loser, but you know, Eminem has a point. You know, this is gonna make or break his career, but I think if anything, it's gonna do him more favors, because a lot of the younger guys who are into more the trap kind of mumble rap stuff are probably gonna side with him anyway. Sorry, I think someone's using the bathroom. It's really loud. But anyway, yeah, so I'm pretty interested on where these feuds are gonna go. Next thing I was gonna talk about is the UFC. So woke up this morning and quickly searched up the UFC just to see, because I know it was in Russia and I don't know what time it started. But yeah, my account got choked out, and I haven't watched the rest of the fights, but it sounds like most of the Russian guys won, so it's pretty cool for Moscow, you know, to have a card there where most of their local guys kicked it like everyone's ass. But yeah, just disappointed. I was watching that fight, at least the main event, and Mark had him in the first couple of minutes of the first round. You know, he was hurting him with some leg kicks, and he even got like, I think, like a straight 1-2 into Olenek's face, but it just had no effect on him. But then Olenek came back and kind of hooked him and stunned him. It was kind of like grazed the top of his head, and then Mark kind of like slipped a bit and then recovered. But then out of nowhere, Olenek just said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna just take him down. And it wasn't even like that hard for him to take him down, but you know, he's a bit of a taller guy, and you know, he just learnt off guys like Stipe and Curtis Blades, I guess, just, you know, how to really just take Mark down. And once he's done, you know, there's no real ground game for Mark, you know, although he has been able to get out of some situations, but it usually has to be someone more of the same build, like Roy Nelson or something. But when it's a taller, more athletic fighter, they just, once they get him down, it's really hard for him to get back up. And yeah, he just got, it was quite amateurish in a way. I shouldn't say that. I mean, I love Mark Hunt, but I was surprised that he was, you know, just able to get rear naked choked in the first round like that. But, you know, he's 13-13 now in this fight with 1 no contest and 1 draw, I think. So where he goes from there, I'm not sure. And Olenek, well, you know, I think he was ranked 11th in this fight, so he'll get back in the top 10 probably from this one. But don't know how he stands against guys like, you know, like, is he going to beat DC? Probably not, but, you know, you never know, man. These Russian dudes, you know, well, any guys from that part of the world, they, you know, they've got the fundamentals to take out most of the best guys. You know, they're great grapplers, they're freaking rock hard chins, and they can strike, you know. So yeah, we'll see. But the next big UFC is really Conor and Khabib, and yeah, everyone's looking forward to it. Not much hype yet, but apparently that's Conor's decision to he just wants to get back in and fight. It's really 50-50, maybe it's even 60-40 in favor of Khabib, just because of the fact that if Conor can't finish him in that first round or whatever, or if Khabib gets him down, it's over. You know, Khabib will dominate him on the ground. But Conor, he could sleep anyone in the featherweight, lightweight, and, well, we haven't seen him doing welterweight. He got beaten in welterweight, but in those lighter divisions, you know, he's got rock hard hands, and it'll be interesting to see how Khabib can weather that and whether he can get through. And I mean, I have a feeling more realistically Khabib's going to get him down and just rough him up, and it might even be a case of domination rather than a finish, and him and Conor just have like a mutual respect, and then yeah, but we'll see. But if not, and Conor's done it before where we all doubt him, and then he'll just, you know, just get like a 1-2 and then just keep going and then just knock a guy out. So it's going to be very exciting to see how that fight goes. Actually, when I look at the rest of the card, sorry to pull out my phone, I usually have my iPad, but when I look at this card, so Tony Ferguson and Pettis. Now, from what I know from Eddie Bravo saying on Joe Rogan's podcast, that if either Conor or Khabib falls out, Tony will be inserted in most likely, or if either of them, then I guess him and Pettis will probably fight for an interim title. But I'm hoping it's more likely Khabib would get injured than Conor realistically, but we will see. But hopefully Khabib fights Conor, and Pettis and Ferguson's a really good fight. Similar kind of fighters, except I would say Ferguson's the much more just durable and tougher fighter, probably more likely to finish Pettis. But Pettis is, you know, he's kind of getting back to it again now. So he finished Chiesa in his last fight. And I was a huge Pettis fan when he was champ, so I'm still a fan, but he's really trailed off, and you know, has had some pretty dark days since he lost the belt. But you never know, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a few other fights. OSP, Dominic Reyes, Derek Lewis, Volkov. That'll be a good fight. Hopefully Lewis can perform and get back into being one of the top contenders, just because of his fight with Ngannou. Michelle Watterson, Felice Herring, not that interested, but I'd probably go more on Michelle Watterson's favour, I guess. Who knows? So yeah, that's really just UFC stuff, covering that. I've been watching a bit of WWE. We've got Hell in a Cell coming up this week. I'd say Roman's gonna retain. Kind of weird that Seth and Dean are going for the tag titles when Seth's already a champion, so maybe they won't win those. Yeah, wrestling's not that interesting. I'm just hoping Joe can finally beat AJ Styles for the title, and AJ can move on to something else for sure. AJ's a legend. And lastly, just talking about some anime stuff. So Attack on Titan season 3 is pretty good so far. They've just rescued Eren and Astoria, and yeah, Rod Rice has become this gigantic turkey titan, as they call it in the internet fandom, and he's I guess heading towards the walls, and they're gonna take him out in the next episode, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's pretty good compared to the manga. They've done well with this recent arc, because it kind of drags on in the manga, but yeah, it's cool because where it's heading is going to be really interesting, where not to spoil it too much, but they're going to find out the secrets of the history of the Titans, and Eren's going to really understand more of where his dad came from and why everything is happening the way it is. So that will all be revealed pretty soon. So yeah, Attack on Titan's going good. The manga's amazing right now, so it's weird reviewing them both at the same time because the manga's so ahead. But yeah, it's kind of quieting down right now. It's just more story stuff right now, but I guess it's kind of fair because they had some huge action stuff just a few chapters ago. So interested to see where that goes. And just something with the Dragon Ball Super movie. The latest rumors are that Gogeta will be in it. It's pretty fan service to do that, but hopefully they have a cool enough explanation in the story as to how Goku and Vegeta even discussed becoming Gogeta in the first place, and they never really showed Vegeta learning the dance. I don't think in the Janemba movie. I can't remember if they did. I think he does, but yeah, he stuffs it up. It's like they had to rush it. So hopefully they'll do it more better in the storyline and actually have it where Vegeta and Goku have been practicing at Beerus's planet or something like that. But we'll see if it's even true. I think the rumors have really just come out more because of the fact that Xenoverse 2's latest DLC includes Gogeta and Broly. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't mind seeing Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, just because Broly's going to be so powerful by the looks of it, so they're going to have to try everything they can, even if there was like Super Saiyan God first of Gogeta and then Super Saiyan Blue, that would be pretty cool as well. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's really about it for me. Just doing music, waiting for this weather to get better so I can stop getting cold. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what's going on, and I'm also gonna just chuck on some stuff of some games I've been playing. So Jimmy, my boy back home, he sent me some games, and we used to like finish games together because we used to live together. So it was pretty cool. He sent me Yakuza 0, and I never really played the Yakuza series. I've seen a few clips on YouTube of it, but man, it's such a fun game. Once I finish Yakuza 0, I'll probably go back and finish the rest of them. But really enjoying it. So shout out to Jimmy for hooking me up with that. And he also sent me Shenmue 1 and 2, which is it's like a cult classic, but I can see why people like it. It was kind of trying to be a bit ahead of its time. I think it was originally released for PS2. So the PS4 releases, they re-released 1 and 2 in one game and on one CD, and then because they're going to be releasing a third game for the PS4. So yeah, I played a little bit and this is a little bit slower pace, so I think I'll finish Yakuza 0 first and then finish Shenmue. But yeah, pretty stoked he sent me those, so I gotta send him back some cool games. I've got a fair idea of what I might send him back. So yeah, just enjoying what I usually enjoy, games, UFC, WWE, anime. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll let you guys know when I've got some music stuff on the way. So yeah, take care and have a good week. See you later.